Hey guys, what is up? It's Legion of Gaming here. We're back today with another episode of our Mass Effect Legendary Edition playthrough on Insanity difficulty. In the last episode, we did the recruitment mission for Thane Krios, aka the Assassin, and we fought our way through the Dantius Towers back on Ilium in order to get into the room of his target, and then afterwards he agreed to join our mission to stop the Collectors and work for free. He also told us that he was dying of a condition called Keppel's syndrome, and we'll talk to him after we finish this next mission that we are about to do here, which is going to be Tally's recruitment mission, which, as you guys remember, as I'm sure, back in episode 1, all the way back then, we ran into Tally and she said that she couldn't join us because she had one thing that she was committed to doing already first. What we are about to explore is what that thing was. On this mission, you can really go with just about anybody. You're going to be fighting Geth, so personally I'm going to recommend you do like Miranda Garrus or Miranda Kasumi. If you want, you can also do Thane or Jack, but remember that Thane, Jack, Jacob, they are all biotics for the most part. If you go look at all their abilities, right? They've got Incendiary, Barrier, Pull for Jacob. For Thane, you got, Throw, Warp, Shredder ammo. And then for Jack, of course, you have Shockwave, Pull, and Warp ammo, which, if you don't know, basically none of those are going to work at all against anybody with tech, or they're not going to be very effective, because all of those abilities are for, guys when they're just getting to HP or armor and things like that. So, like, if you can drop the Geth shields, then after that you can use it on them, but that's about all they're going to be useful for. You can do Morden if you want, if you're worried that you're just not going to be able to get through the armor, but with the Infiltrator you're usually not going to have that problem because you have Incinerate yourself. Could go Zaid if you just want someone who's long range and isn't Garrus and things like that, because he does have the Disruptor ammo to still help with the shields and stuff like that, as well as having the grenade. But like I said, my recommendation is going to be Garrus Miranda or Garrus Kasumi. I'm going to go with Garrus Miranda on this one. I'm going to go ahead and, even though we could go ahead and max out our operative since we're going to primarily be fighting Geth, if you are doing Infiltrator and following these level ups, I would either do Disruptor ammo or Energy Drain if you're wanting to, grab back more of your shields faster. I am going to be doing Disruptor ammo. It gives you 10% more bonus damage here, and then you also get like a little mini stun for 3 seconds basically, and then just save your other 2 points, and by the end of the mission you'll have enough to go and do 4. For Garrus, he does not have any points, and for Miranda, we do not have any points for her either, and we'll be saving up Miranda's points to go ahead and max out Overload, as opposed to going and evening it up to the warp up to Overload. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this mission.
Shepard, our data indicates that Tally is somewhere in these ruins. There is considerable Geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Heastrom's protective magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage your shields.
So basically, if you stand in the sunlight, it's going to drop your shields because it's constantly damaging them. And if you do just stand there in it all the way until it drops, it's just like as if, they get shot, you're just going to immediately drop them. So that's kind of like an added element of difficulty for you guys for this mission, but as long as you just work the right angles, it's not too terrible. And so if you guys caught that on the quarry log, it was saying that the Geth are coming after them, and to get to Tally Zora, which is obviously Tally, and keep her safe because she is more important than the rest of the Quarians, because she is the one who actually has the data that I guess they came here to grab, which I of course already know what they came here to grab. I'm just trying to keep you guys in suspense in case for some reason you still haven't played through this yourself. But we will be continuing with the Viper sniper rifle here. We'll get another submachine gun on this mission in case you guys aren't liking the Casa Locust. The Geth, as you can see, have that little ability. It's called the Geth shield boost, so it just goes and tops all their shields off immediately from whatever, kind of like when Harbinger takes over the collectors, and it just immediately goes and takes them completely back up to full HP. It's kind of a similar thing. And then just to show you guys something that you can do here. Let's see. So I think they're over there, but just judging by our minimap. But the way you can do it is you can actually just sit there and take one shot and then go back out and go back in very fast, especially if you're on PC. So like right here, this is a bad spot to sit at. Just sitting in it as an example, because the sun is over on our left side. So even if you're in cover, it's going to constantly be draining your shields. So you want to come get over here somewhere in the shade if you're going to be there for an extended period of time. So like that. And then you see how now it's saying that our shields are not overloading. But I will go ahead and show you guys what I was talking about with the being able to space in and out however you want. Alright, so you kind of go like this. And like you see how you can literally go out and back in before it even has the chance to take you out of the scope if you do it fast enough.
We can use this.
And that's something that you can do to kind of help you out if you're having difficulties making your shots or anything like that, or if you're really trying to make sure that they're not closing the distance on you. Same thing as before here. Just go ahead and make sure that you're being careful. This is one of the few times that you actually... There it is.
Taking heavy fire.
There we go. Just remember that when you are poking your head out, you will be taking damage from them. So if you're going to be employing that technique that I'm talking about, you do need to make sure that you're keeping an eye on your shields, because otherwise you will die rather quickly. Like, honestly, even ducking out like I did right there was probably pretty risky, just because we were already low enough health. But it's all good. And like I said, overload can be pretty useful here for you, which is why I was saying it's smart to have at least 2 people with overload. You can go back through over here and make sure that you didn't miss anything, but the main thing to look out for as far as the loot goes on this one is going to be these little rigs right here where you get a couple hundred iridium.
Shield.
There should be, I think, like 5 or 6 of them throughout the mission. Go ahead and let our shields regenerate. And then we got another Geth right here. And then up here is that extra submachine gun that I was telling you guys about. So, get another little salvage there. You will make lots of money on this mission, by the way, because basically every time you find something it's like $6,000. Personally, yeah, sometimes I just don't even pick the submachine gun up, because if you already have the Locust, in my opinion, the Tempest is just inferior, but I'm gonna pick it up just so that way you guys can kind of see how it shoots, and you will see very quickly here when I shoot at this wall why I do not like it. So it fires little 5-round bursts there, but if you basically fire any more than those 5 rounds, it's just kind of going to go all over the place, which, as you guys saw with the Casa Locust, extremely accurate. I'm here to help.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. Can we provide assistance?
Patch your radio into channel 617 Theta. We were on a stealth mission, high risk. We found what we were after. The Geth found us. They got us pinned down. Can't get to our ship. Can't transmit data through the solar radiation.
What's your current status?
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries our shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Talizora at a secure shelter, then doubled back to hold the choke point. Getting Tally out safely is our top priority. If you can extract her, we'll keep him off you.
And so then you always have the chance to go with your left dialogue option. So we'll go ahead and say Tally's still alive.
You've got confirmation that the Geth haven't reached Tally yet?
Affirmative. Left my best men with her. When you get here, you can talk to her on the comm. Every Marine on this rock is sworn to protect Talizora. As long as one of us is still drawing air, she'll be safe.
Stay where you are.
Full position. We'll hit their back ranks.
Wait, watch your ass. We got a dropship coming in. Crap, doorway's blocked. Grab the demo charges in the buildings nearby. Use them to clear a path.
Shepard, I have scanned
So we got a little bit of Paragon there.
the area and located the demolition charges the quarry command.
So this right here is a Geth Hunter. So once you take their shields down, they will no longer be cloaked. But until then, they will be cloaked. So just look for, the little floating light there,
Charges to clear the rubble.
and you'll basically know exactly where they are at all times. So again, some more iridium right here. Want to be careful and stay about back here, just because there's gonna be lots of guys that come through here. The rest will come back there. So that's not even with us backing out, we can do that kind of damage. Now what I will say is that you will notice that if you're using this, really don't have that same kind of one-shot potential like I was saying in the last episode as you do with the Mantis. But to me, if you're gonna do more of a being mobile and a little bit more aggressive style of combat, I highly recommend that you pick it up. Really wish Garrus had not gotten up there, because he's literally blocking all of my shots now. But it's alright, we'll figure something out. Now, the reason I'm focusing and prioritizing the hunters so much is because basically, just like with the Krogan vanguards, they're just gonna deal absolutely crazy amounts of damage if they get super close to you. And just like us, they will get that bonus damage from being cloaked and get it on their first shot, so they basically just one shot burst your shields. And as we all know, that just ain't no fun. So the demolition charges are going to be over here, and then on the other side of things here.
To get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us. Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum. Maybe I can do something similar with demolition charges.
Now once you start to head back out here, you will get another drop of Geth on top of you, so be prepared for that. We'll go ahead and use our energy drain there. Overload. Get our reload off. Incinerate. Double overload again. Bam. Too easy, guys. Too easy. So I'm sure you guys saw the little Geth right here that had his little shield overload going on. So you can stay right here if you want, or you can be aggressive and push up a little bit. Totally up to you. Just depends on how comfortable you're feeling and, you know, what kind of character you're playing. Like if you're the soldier, you 100% want to just push up. Do be careful of this destroyer though, because just like with the Vorcha Pyros and everything like that, they will mess you up if you get into that melee range with them. That was about the worst thing that could have happened there. Got jumped around a couple of times. That's why it can be a little difficult if you're not kind of shooting center screen, is because of how the cover system works. You kind of get jostled around a little bit and it can kind of mess up your shots, because then your whole time slowdown is basically used with you transitioning positions. So another thing of Iridium, if you go up there you can get another one of Tally's little journals as well. So we'll go grab that. And then if you come over here, there's also some stuff. Nothing over there. Just some more ammo here in case you need more. So you can open the shutters right here, but it's gonna go and, you know, let all the light in, so this whole room will just get their shields damaged basically. Get your little med station there. Nothing over there. And so then next you're gonna come on down in here, and this is where the second set of demo charges is, along with some power cells in case you used your heavy weapon ammo as well, in case you are not using like the collector beam and you're still using like the rocket launcher. Watch up here, because as you can see, even though they have all the dust right there, there's still two people up here, and those are the rocket guys. So you really want to be careful to make sure that you take them out first. And now everybody else is honestly pretty free. So that's kind of how it is if you're going to be picking them off, if you just stay all the way back there. And then you're just dealing with a few stragglers over here. Couple more rocket guys, but and you know, the other thing about whenever we're doing our infiltrator thing is gonna have to make sure that you're gonna have safe quote-unquote access to ammo. So if you want, you can always save those power cells back there until after you're done with that fight, or while you're in it if you just run out of ammo, and just use it as a little backstop for yourself. But anyways, once you have both of the demolition charges, you just come over here,
do it. I recommend we move clear.
back up, and then it just goes boom. Sometimes your squad mates will stand right there and they'll just get dropped. Just like if you stand right here, it'll give you a critical mission failure if you go and don't move away. But this is kind of like their little safety area that they had set up for their stealth mission that they were on over here. But as you can see, the Geth kinda got in here.
This should come in handy.
And then over here you can change your loadout if, like me, you're like, I have no interest in ever using
These buildings are
the
quarried.
Tempest submachine gun in my life.
Uprising.
Why would the Quarians come here? Whatever they're after, I hope it's worth it.
Give me that locust. And then in here for another $6,000. And now we get to see Tally.
Hello? Is anyone there?
No one else is left.
Tally, it's Shepard. I'm sorry. Everyone here is dead. Any survivors must have fallen back.
We knew this mission was high risk. Damn it. And what are you doing here, Shepard? We're in the middle of Geth space.
I came to help.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought you might need a hand.
Thanks for coming, Shepard. It means a lot to hear your voice. Carl Rieger and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field. I got to the data I needed and I'm safe for now, but I've got a lot of Geth outside.
So you can go on and investigate and ask, you know, hey, how many people are left of the squad? She'll kind of say that she doesn't know because she's been locked in the room because the Geth got there, so she had to lock it out. As far as using the Normandy, you can, but since you don't know where everybody is, you don't want to risk taking out your own guys. And then as far as the research goes, she will not really give you too much background information on it, but once you get inside of the bunker, she tells you everything about it. So I usually don't investigate on this one. So the door is locked.
It looks like somebody sealed the door against the Geth and the console is damaged. Can you get it open on your end?
Let me see. Yes, I can do it. Here. Should be unlocked now. Be careful, Shepard, and please do what you can to keep Rieger alive.
And unless you know, missed anything over here, which we got that, another 6,000. And then you can go back and listen to Tally's journal again if you would like to. But rest of the mission is gonna just be basically one more big, like, transitional area where you're gonna have to fight across the open area and be worrying about your shields and stuff. This right here is not too bad. I'm gonna wait right here so that way we can put our disruptor ammo back on all of our weapons, because as always, if you ever change your loadout mid-mission, you will have to go and rearm your disruptor ammo. Even though most of the time we don't end up using these, since we are solely fighting Geth, I would like to make sure that we're gonna have all of that situated. Now, you don't have to go and shoot him, you can just sit there and use your cooldowns and things like that. And it's not too bad.
Hostiles up ahead.
One left. There we go.
And so then just go on over here. Woo. So as long as you have the slowdown, it can be pretty easy to take down the drones there. And then that is a Geth Prime, just like we had out in front of that area where we found the charges a minute ago. You can just keep sniping away at him over here. And then we can just step up. But there he goes. And then you can even concussive shot them if you want, once you drop their shields. And then these things are just free ammo everywhere. Then there will be another set that comes over from here, as well as another prime. So just be careful of that. There they are.
Not that one.
And there we are.
Never saw me come. Yes. There we go.
And again, just more free ammo if you need it there. And like I said, there will be another Geth Prime over here. And then just always be remembering, don't go hiding out there in the open, because your shields will go down. And there is our Geth Prime. You can just go ahead and overload, incinerate. Main point of going and bursting him down like that is basically so that you can get him before that next little batch of recon drones shows up. And now you just go on in here, and we're gonna basically transition into where we'll be finishing the mission up. It's just the security office with another little safe in there with it. And override it.
Get down.
It's alright, we fought one of these things before anyone.
Definitely like old times.
And then here is Cal
Over
Reaper.
here. Get to cover. Squad Leader Cal Rieger, Migrant Fleet Marines. We talked on the radio before that dropship arrived. I still got no idea why you're here. This ain't the time to be picky. Tally's inside over there. The Geth killed the rest of my squad, and they're trying to get to her. Best I've been able to do is draw their attention.
Is she safe?
Are you sure she's still alive?
The observatory is reinforced. Even the Geth will need time to get through it. And it's hard to hack a door when someone's firing rockets at you. The Geth are near platoon strength, but the Colossus is the worst part. It's got a repair protocol. Huddles up and fixes itself. I can't get a clear shot while it's down like that. I tried to move in closer, and one of the bastards punched a shot clean through my suit.
What's the plan?
We need to get to Tally. Got any ideas?
Just one! I'm not moving so well, but I can still pull a trigger, and I got a rocket launcher that the sun hasn't fried yet. You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy, maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
No, stay down.
You've done enough, Rieger.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tally safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down!
I'm not gonna stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit them for me. Keep us alive.
Enemies!
So as you can see, by performing that Paragon interaction there, we got a nice little boost to our Paragon. So this time they added a little something extra to the go from cover to cover minigame, with the Colossus being there to shoot at you the whole time. But as long as you kind of just get used to the timing, really not that bad. Usually the way that I handle things is I just go and take out the first little group, and then I head up here to this ledge, and then you just shoot right here, and really it just doesn't take hardly any time at all. Alright, and so then the only thing you do have to be mindful of is this guy over here shooting at us on the right flank. These guys will all go to the right and go up that ramp if you allow them to. So, did not mean to do that. Let's just let them do the double overload on that guy. There we go.
This should punch through their
That's
armor.
what we wanted to do.
Enemy down!
And so again, use that slow time to your advantage. Also, that little ball that he shoots of energy is tracking. So if you are running like that, it will hit you and stop you no matter where you're at. So then you just go and let them do their little thing over here. And then, you know, they have more up here, obviously, because like I said, they're just going to keep spawning on in. But if you get over here to that little enclosure over there, usually they leave you alone for the most part, and you can just hide and spam out your abilities until you get the Colossus's shields to drop. So you will notice that whenever we are getting through their shield, that's when we're getting the stun on them, and that is when they're getting the little electrocution thing there. So, bam. Get right there, wait for the shot, Overload, overload, energy drain. And there we go. All done. I'm gonna stay tucked in nice and tight here until we regen. So, in case you're wondering, yes, I do realize that I was sitting over there in the sun, and that's why my shields weren't regenerating for a minute. But as you can see, all you gotta do there then, and that little trap is just use your cloak, get them to drop aggro on you, and you'll be good to go. And now, like I said, we're in our little safe spot because Miranda and them will come over here, and you guys can just sit here and energy drain, overload, whatever abilities you got to damage tech. You can do a little shooting if you want, but most of the sniper rifles aren't like super mega effective against most of the shields. So if you're gonna shoot, personally recommend that you do like the submachine gun. And then once you get through that, then you can go ahead and swap on to your incinerate and using your sniper rifle again, because the Viper is extremely effective against armor. And then bam, there we go.
Just a second. I locked the door to keep more Geth from getting inside. There, that should do it.
So only the thing you're gonna want to do if you're doing more resources for your research is just go grab your resources here. If you want, you can do it during the firefight, but 10 out of 10 do not recommend trying to do that, especially if you are playing on Insanity. I was gonna see if we could get it through there, but we gotta go up here. It's fine. And then there will be more power cells over here as well, because obviously they aren't expecting you to just be stationary the whole time that you're doing that fight, but that's typically the way that I do it, just because if you're constantly trying to move around, then you're just going to keep getting shot and having your shields drained, so why make it harder on yourself?
Just let me finish this download.
And then you also have the pulse rifle here. And here's Tally.
Thank you, Shepard. If not for you, I would never have made it out of this room. This whole mission has been a disaster. I wish I'd joined you back on Freedom's Progress, but I couldn't let anyone take my place on something this risky.
Can you join me now?
Whatever the reason, I'm glad I could help. Once you deliver that data, I could use you on the Normandy.
I promised to see this mission through. I did. I can leave with you and send the data to the fleet. And if the admirals have a problem with it, they can go to hell. I just watched the rest of my team die.
Maybe not the whole rest of your team, ma'am.
Rieger, you made it.
Your old captain's as good as you said. Damn Colossus never stood a chance.
We got a little bit of experience with fighting Colossus on foot, don't we, guys? Do you need transportation?
If need be, the Normandy can get you out of here, Rieger.
The Geth didn't damage our ship. As long as we get out of here before reinforcements show up, we'll be fine.
Actually, I won't be going with you. I'm joining Commander Shepard.
I'll pass the data to the Admiralty board and let them know what happened. She's all yours now, Shepard. Keep her safe.
And that is the end of the mission there, guys. As you can see, got quite a bit of stuff here, and then like I said, we did get the other level up, so now you can go and do your extra little bit of Paragon by maxing out your agent score if you would like to.
Cerberus saw footage of you in action, Talizora. We're looking forward to having you on the team. Your engineering expertise will really benefit the mission.
I don't know who you are, but Cerberus threatened the security of the migrant fleet. Don't make nice.
I agree completely.
That's why you're here, Tali. I need people who aren't Cerberus. People I can trust.
I wasn't part of what happened to the migrant fleet, but I understand your distrust. I hope we'll get past that as we work together.
I assumed that you were undercover, Shepard. Maybe even planning to blow Cerberus up. If that's the case, I'll loan you a grenade. Otherwise, I'm here for you, not for them.
Feel free to study the ship.
If it helps, check out the Normandy while you're here. We've gotten a few upgrades.
I'll get Talizora the necessary security clearance to access our systems.
Please do. I can't be part of your team if I don't know how the ship works. Remember, Shepard, these people thought enslaving Thorian creepers and Rachni was a good idea. I'll be in engineering.
Don't forget to introduce yourself to Edie, the ship's new artificial intelligence.
And so that little snippet of dialogue about the Thorian and the husks and everything was actually because we did the Mass Effect 1 playthrough. You will get that if you completed that as well. Let's go on over here real quick, and we'll do a few of the upgrades real quick, because basically everything there. So we got assault, heavy pistol, and submachine gun, and this is also going to give us additional upgrades besides those. The assault rifle accuracy, as well as another damage, and then you get penetration just like we got with the sniper rifles, and then get your submachine gun damage, and then that's going to be it for you. Still don't have anything for these. We can, now that we have the money, if we want, we can go back to Ilium and get the other biotic upgrade, and then that way we can get an extra 20 bonus on the biotic power duration. And no prototypes as of right now that we want to go and be doing. We can also go get the heavy skin weave that is also on Ilium, and then that would unlock this to make our melee attacks more powerful. But we'll go ahead and let all of those notifications pop on up.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
And then, didn't mean to go to this level. Go ahead and get us to where we are gonna be at the start of our next episode here, where we're going to introduce you guys to one of our new potential squad mates here. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It always helps support the channel and help the series grow. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.